Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of Susan LoPresti Wellness, Mind, Body, and Soul, the podcast where we explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between when it comes to a woman's life, our health, and all aspects of navigating the midlife landscape. I'm your host, Susan LoPresti, and today I want to talk to you about sarcopenia and what it is and what are the risks involved for women. Now, I want to say before we even get started that any advice that I give on here, if I'm talking about different ways of exercising, if I'm talking about changing diet, adding supplementation, doing meditations, doing Reiki, whatever it is, I talk about a lot of healing modalities. And if you decide that you want to try one of these, especially if you're under the care of a doctor and you're on prescription medications, my advice to you is before you decide to change your diet, increase exercise, add supplement, or anything like that, always speak to your healthcare provider. Make sure that they agree with what you're planning to do. When I talk about different ways of healing, I'm talking about someone who has no other health issues. But if you do, you always should talk to your healthcare provider. And I wanted to begin this particular episode with that in mind. So today, I am talking about a very important but often very overlooked aspect of health as we age, and that's sarcopenia. And sarcopenia, if you don't know what it is, it's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that occurs with aging. So here we go again. Another thing that we're losing as we age. But don't lose faith and don't lose hope because we can improve on this condition. But let's start by saying that the condition can significantly impact the quality of life, especially for us as mature women. So I want to dive deep into what it is, why it happens, and also the specific risks that it poses for us mature women. So sarcopenia is derived from the Greek word meaning poverty of flesh. Basically, that's what it is. When you're losing muscle mass, right? Poverty of muscle or flesh. It's characterized by the progressive loss of skeletal muscle mass and strength, which can lead to physical disability, poor quality of life, and also an increased risk of mortality. So we don't want any of those things to start taking place. This condition is not just about losing muscle mass, it's about the reduction in muscle function that could really impact everyday activities and our youth. So why does sarcopenia occur? Well, there's several factors that contribute to sarcopenia, including aging, which is natural as we're aging to lose bone mass, muscle mass. So this is just another aspect. It slows down the body's ability to build muscle. And then as women, and also men, I'm sure, but right now I'm focusing on women as for this topic, hormonal changes, decrease in hormones like estrogen and testosterone affect muscle weight. So you want to be sure that you know where your levels are at. And that's why I always say, go see your healthcare professional and be tested to make sure that you have adequate amounts of these hormones and these vitamins. And if you don't, then you could supplement according to the way you need it. Chronic inflammation is also associated with aging, and that can also lead to muscle breakdown. And I talk a lot about inflammation on my podcast, so go back and search some of those episodes. Just put in inflammation, And you'll find those episodes where I talk about inflammation and ways that you can reduce inflammation in your body. And this will help with sarcopenia as well. Nutritional deficiencies, so inadequate protein intake and deficiencies in vitamins and minerals are really necessary for muscle health. So if you have deficiency in vitamins and minerals, it could be what's affecting your health. Again, that's why you need to be tested. And once you know where you're lacking, you could bring in those vitamins and minerals into your daily intake to help to improve that. Physical inactivity. So if you have no exercise in your daily routine, that's going to accelerate muscle loss. So you need to step that up as well. So what are the risks for us as mature women? Well, the first risk is falls and fractures. Mature women with sarcopenia are at a higher risk of falls due to decreased muscle strength. And also that leads to impaired balance. So you put those two things together, and for sure, you're likely to have a fall. And those falls could be very serious, such as injuries to your hip with a hip fracture. It's a long recovery back. And many people will not get full mobility back from a hip fracture. So we want to avoid that. We also want to avoid our loss of independence. Sarcopenia can make it challenging for us to perform daily activities like climbing stairs or carrying groceries, or even getting up out of the chair could be difficult. So the loss of function can lead to dependence on others for our simple basic needs. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to lose my independence. I want to live a long, happy, healthy, productive life. If I'm going to be stuck in a chair all day or depending on someone to help me to go to the bathroom, that's not the way I want to live. And I'm sure if you're on here listening to my podcast, I'm sure you don't want to live that way either. And then there's chronic diseases that are associated with sarcopenia, like an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and also osteoporosis. These diseases can further compound the effects of muscle loss and reduce overall health. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns calories even when we're at rest. With sarcopenia, the reduction in muscle mass can lead to decreased metabolic rate, contributing to weight gain and obesity-related issues. There's a mental health aspect to it as well. Physical limitations imposed by sarcopenia could lead to feelings of frustration, depression, anxiety. Also, social isolation can occur because we're not able to do a lot of physical activity, and they become so challenging that they impact our mental well-being as well, because we tend to shy away from activities where you need to be active. And as you isolate, you bring on that mental aspect of depression when you're socially isolated. And I think we all saw that during COVID, that there were so many different related mental health issues because we were isolated and alone. So what is the prevention and the management of sarcopenia? Well, we can prevent and we can manage and often improve this condition with regular exercise. The first thing that we want to do is we want to have some resistance training, and strength training exercising are crucial for maintaining and building muscle mass. This includes activities like lifting weights or using resistance training. Now, I have both. When I travel on vacation, I'm not always sure that there's going to be a gym available. So I will bring my resistance band and I will do lunges with them and I'll do arm exercises and just to make sure that I am maintaining a routine of working out. And then there's aerobic exercise. So walking or swimming and cycling, they can all help to improve overall fitness and muscle function as well. So always be sure that you're incorporating a few times a week, walking and then put swimming in there and then put cycling and mix it up. And you may want Mondays and Fridays to walk. Maybe you want to walk with friends. So then you also have that social connection. Or maybe you want to run and you want to run with friends. Again, you have that social connection. Maybe another 2 days of the week you want to go swimming or cycling or do weight training. Mix it up, keep it interesting, switch it up. When you start getting bored of one thing, add something new on. And this will be sure to maintain that you don't get restless and bored. And ultimately, what happens is you take that dip and you stop doing exercise entirely. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we are engaging, we're having fun, we're incorporating our friend into the routine so that you could be talking and chatting it up, or maybe having a healthy lunch after an exercise routine. Whatever it takes for you to continue to enjoy working out is what you need to do. And then I want to talk about nutrition on protein-rich diet. The protein is essential for muscle repair and growth. So if you do eat animal protein, include lean meat, include fish, include dairy, and then plant-based proteins, legumes, and other plant-based proteins, maybe tofu, and whatever else that you enjoy having, plant-based products. Whatever it is that you enjoy eating, make sure that they're healthy for you and include them in your daily intake. And vitamins and minerals, you want to ensure that you are getting sufficient amounts of calcium and vitamin D and other essential nutrients that support muscle and bone health. And that's why I always say, go to your healthcare provider, get blood work done, see where you are deficient, and those are the vitamins and minerals that you should be adding into your diet or supplementing with as well. So go to your healthcare professional and get tested. And this way you will know exactly how to pinpoint your deficiency and add to. And then there are healthy lifestyle choices that we should be making and others that we should be avoiding. So we want to, and this should be a no-brainer, especially in today's day and age, but it's worth repeating for some folks who still smoke. You want to avoid smoking at all costs. If you still smoke, please consider quitting. Nothing good comes from cigarette smoking. Nothing at all. So there is help out there. There are so many different ways to get off cigarette smoking. To do that because it can contribute to muscle loss and overall poor health. And also alcohol. Alcohol is another area in our life where if you want to go out to dinner and have one glass of wine at dinner, there's totally nothing wrong with that. But when it becomes obsessive, when you're doing it every night, when you come home at night and you're cooking dinner and you have a couple of glasses of wine, and then you have another couple while you're eating dinner and a couple after dinner, that's excessive and that should be avoided. And I just want to encourage you, if you feel that it's out of control, there's so much help out there that you could reach out and get help. But you have to want to do it for yourself first. And then all the other people who love you care about you as well. Stay active. Again, incorporate physical activity into your daily routine to maintain muscle strength and muscle function. The regular visit to your healthcare provider. They can monitor your muscle mass and function and allow for early intervention if it's needed. A lot of times we just don't realize. We may say, oh, I'm not as mobile as I once was. I can't do the things that I used to do, but you may not know why. So go have it checked out. By having it checked out, your doctor can also point you in the right direction for improving muscle mass and reducing sarcopenia. Just like the suggestions in here. You can't hear these things too many times. You need to keep being reminded. You need to keep it in the forefront of your mind. And that's the reason why there's so many health podcasts out there, because people want to get healthy. They're looking for solutions to poor health. And my podcast is all about that. So understanding sarcopenia and its risk is crucial for mature women to maintain their health and live independent. Like I said, we don't want to lose our independence. If we're looking to live long, healthy, and productive lives, we need to be independent. We need to be able to do all the things we've always been able to do. So by incorporating regular exercise, a balanced diet, and a healthy lifestyle, we can combat the effects of sarcopenia and enjoy a higher quality of life as we age. Remember, it's never too late to take you steps towards better muscle health. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that you found this information helpful and useful. Let's work together to stay healthy and strong as we age. And if you think that this episode could benefit someone who you know and love, please kindly share it out with them as well. I want to get my message out to as many people as possible. I believe that we can live long, healthy, and productive lives. And it hurts me tremendously when I see someone who's old, who's with a walker and a cane and needs an aid, and they're going into the supermarket. I don't want to be that person. I'm sure you don't want to be that person either. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening to this podcast episode if you really didn't care about your health. To share it out with everyone that you know. So maybe you could spark a little thought into their head and say, you know what? I'm getting older. I shouldn't be doing the things that I was doing when I was 21, like eating fast food, eating a lot of processed food. Maybe I should stop cooking more and incorporating healthy foods into my diet and into the diet of my family. Let me be the one who makes the example and starts a new trend in my household, in my family, in my friend group, whatever it is. So please share it out with everyone that you know and love. Go to my website, www.susanlopresti.com. From there, you could schedule a free 30-minute health assessment with me. You're not under any obligation whatsoever to continue, but you may have a question. Or you may need a little bit of help. Well, where should I get started with this? Or where should I get started with working out or incorporating more fruit and vegetables? Or where should I get started to lose 5 pounds or 10 pounds? Something like that. I can put you on the right path in no time at all. And then it's up to you if you want to maintain that, keep going, and improve your health. So thank you so much for listening. I do appreciate you all. Until the next time, be well, stay happy, and bye for now. Take good care of you.